Okay, Parasha Vaeschanan. So we know that Chizkiah Melech was going to Hakadosh Baruch Hu, chose him as Mashiach. He could have been Mashiach. He didn't sing Shira, whatever reasons, he didn't end up being Mashiach. And how would have been Gog and Magog? Hashem would have made some Cherev Gog and Magog. We always see an interesting thing from there anyway. That any time that the Gula could have come, means how would everything fit? You see from there more that Hashem would have made Gog and Magog. That Mechama, remember Reb Chaim Stein saying once that the Second World War we could consider Gog and Magog. Whatever, how it has to work out, that's a different cheshbon. That's an interesting thing. Talked about Rabbi Eli Yelen. So they asked him once some Gevirim. They came for a certain cause. And they said to him, is a Shaykh Mashiach can come today? He said, Avada, of course. He said, what do you mean? But it says in the Chazal that Ein ben David Bar Shetichle Pruta min Hakis. That David Amelech, Ben David, Mashiach, won't come until the Pruta, the penny, is gone out of the pocket. So it means nobody has any money left. That's impossible. They said, we're very rich people. We have wealth in so many places. We have wealth here, there, in the other countries. If we lose our money here, we'll have money over there. So Rabbi Bitzel says, look, just like Hashem told Avraham Avinu that they'll be in Golus 400 years. How many years were they in Golus? 210. What are we going to do with 190 years? It's Chazal's problem. They'll figure it out. So this the same over here. Mashiach come today. What are they going to do with this Chazal? Ein ben David Bar Shetichle Pruta min Hakis. That will also be, they'll figure it out too. It's interesting, like Yaakov was saying, very simple. Today, who has money in the pocket? Credit cards, people have the internet access with their banking. Money in your pocket? So mamish, literally, in Chazal you see in Metzias. You don't have to have money in the pocket, that's part of the Simanim. So it's any which way we have to anticipate the Gula, how's going to fit? That will fit this way, the other way, whatever it might be. But at any rate, Chizkiah Melech was supposed to be Melech HaMashiach. And look what type of a son he had. Menashe HaMelech is the most evil king in Klal Yisrael's history. It's phenomenal. I mean, Chizkiah Melech didn't want to get married. He didn't want to have such a son. He was told, B'hadi kav shirachmona lamalach. And these secrets of Hashem, what are you getting involved for? It's not your business. You do your mitzvahs. People think they're achrayas. You take the achrayas, you take the responsibility to provide the best chinuch. How people turn out, they have their own bechira. That much we can't be responsible. We're responsible to do the best to provide them. And Chizkiah Melech took the message, and he had the son, Menashe. And he gave him the chinuch like he's supposed to give chinuch. He knew he's going to be the most evil king. Doesn't matter. He learned his lesson. You give them the chinuch like he's supposed to. Soif Dov, what happened at the end? Chazal tell us, Menashe, this king, he eradicated every Shem Hashem from the Sifrei Torah. He brought in Salamim, he brought in idol worship. We said yesterday on Tisha B'Av, the evil was so widespread that Yoshiyahu HaMelech, who was his grandson, they didn't even find the Sefer Torah till 18 years later. It's near volume, but the rampant desolation and destruction came about from Menashe. It's unbelievable. But whatever the case, Menashe was eventually caught by the enemy. Chazal tell us, it's based on Psukim and Navi, and he's put into a cauldron, he's put into a pot. Hot water. And they start to cook him up. You have some Menashe stew. He was getting hot and cooked. He started screaming to every Avodah Zarah under the sun. Every idol he went screaming to, help me, get me out of here. Nobody responded. Nobody. So finally he's stuck. I mean, the water's getting hot. He's about to cook. He finally blurts out, he remembered the pasuk his father taught him at this week's Parasha. When you find yourself in straits, Hashem is merciful. He cries out to Hashem, save me, Hashem! And if you don't, you're like all the other bunk out there. Hashem comes running to save him. Malachim want to stop his tefillah, stop him from going. No, Hashem, we know his choish tachas kisei kavod. He digs underneath his throne, and he accepts Menashe's tefillahs. So Shimshon Pincus explains what was going on over here. I mean, here the man's crying out, nobody helps him. Hashem wasn't even on his list. He didn't even have him as a potential. And this guy's cooking. Only when the last second, he remembers, maybe call out to Hashem. And he threatens Hashem, if you don't answer me, like all the other bunk. As if he's going to publicize this now. Like, who's he going to tell? He's going to be cooked in a minute. None of us. Why does Hashem have to listen to him? Shimshon Pincus says in Maridi Gazach. He says that, what was Menashe saying? Hashem, you are eternal. If you would be Goyim, or people make avodah zaras, they take human traits and they put it into the avodah zaras, whatever it might be. You're the god of jealousy, you're the god of this thing, you're the god of that. There's no way that you'd be able to save me after all the evil I perpetrated against you. No one in history did such wickedness against you. It's just not possible, humanly possible, to forgive such a thing, to give in. But if you're God, you're eternal, I can't harm you. I can't do anything that's going to do something to you. Because Baruch Hu works Midah K'neged Midah. Hashem gave us rules to live by. But the effect that I can do against you, you're eternal. I can't harm. I can't do anything. Hashem works Midah K'neged Midah. So if you can recognize that in Hashem, Hashem said He recognized it now, I can bestow upon Him. That's why Hashem works with us in this world. We give a bracha to Hashem. Blessed are you, Hashem. I'll give Hashem a bracha. I'm going to bless you, Hashem. You should have a bichus yamim. You should have gesund. What am I going to give Hashem a blessing for? The bracha we give Hashem is the recognition, the manifestation of what Hashem does for bracha in this world. The more I recognize, the more Hashem allows that blessing to come through to us. Riboy, the brecha, the fountain, the pool of blessings comes when we have more recognition. That's more bracha. That's what Hashem allows us to access Him. So Menashe accessed this idea that Kosh Baruch Hu is eternal, Hashem's eternal, and I can't harm you, Hashem can save you now. It's based on us. But it is Hashem saved him. And he did tshuva the rest of his life, whether he could accomplish or not with that, because of the evil that he did originally. That's for Chazal. But imagine, so Chizkiyahu got his message loud and clear when he was told, don't get involved in Hashem's business. You do your own thing. Now, when he went along and gave that chinuch to Menashe, his son, what did he think? He has to do his mitzvah. What's going to be? That's beyond him. He knew it was going to be bad. Apparently did not know he's going to become Baal Tshuva. Otherwise, he would have got married and have a son to do Baal Tshuva. Whatever the case, all we know is he knew it was going to be bad. But since he went along and gave him the chinuch like he's supposed to give him, that means he gave it to him with the same intensity. He gave it to him the same koyach and the energy. And he taught him the chumash. He taught him with the alacrity, with the energy. What happened? It went in. He didn't see it, but it went in the depths of his neshama. And when did it come out? The moment he needed it. He's about to finish and expire in his evil. He got the pasuk with and he came crying to Hashem, and Hashem saved him. Why? Because Chizkiyahu gave him that chinuch. He gave him and instilled him the chinuch to put in. Any effort people put in, l'toiv, it doesn't seem necessarily to go anywhere. Who knows? But the depths of the Yiddish of the Shabbat, it can get in, it can become. When will it surface? Who knows when, how, what? The person never gives up. And even more than that, if Menashe, that Rasha, the most evil person, we look at him, and Hashem could save him, that should at least boost us. We're not Chalila in a level of the evil of Menashe. But to ever be despondent to say, how can I come to Hakadosh Baruch Hu and daven? From Menashe himself, you can't be worse than him. And if he can come along and cry out to Hashem, Hashem can listen, but he understood. Hashem is that kol yochel, he can do anything, even such an evil person like him. That means as bad as I might perceive myself, if I come to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and I plead with him, I want, and you're kol yochel, you can do for him, you can do for me. I can't be worse than Menashe. And if I have the lesson I can learn from Menashe, a person can come along and have tremendous chizuk. A person can come along and talk to Hashem and plead with Him. I want to grow. I want to be. Give me. And you're the Kol Yachol. You can do anything. You're eternal. Nothing is the limit. That opens up tremendous storehouses that we can come along. And it's a Moshe Rabbeinu davened also. Vaeschanan. Matnas chinam. Tzadikim kam matnas chinam. Kedusha Rebbe, I believe, says, the more you realize that you're not deserving, the more you get. Because otherwise, if I think it's Kukmir, it's coming to me, okay, I can't. Do I really deserve? The more I know I don't deserve it, Hashem's oiseh chesed chinam, does kindness for free. Not to say that kol oimar kadosh baruch hu v'atru ad yivot shemoi, first Hashem will be moichel me. No, I can never say that. That's up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But Hashem does chesed chinam. He does chesed for free. If I have the hakara and I can ask and I can beg, I don't deserve. Hashem's a kol yachol. Hashem's a meitiv. Hashem's chanun. He wants to give. He will give. So I'm allowed to even ask for it and to know even more that I'm not even deserving. The person can still come and present and ask Hashem. So much it opens up for us. Like the Pasuk says, "Harchev picha v'amaleu," expand your mouth, open it. Hashem's not limited. We can ask for everything. A person can aspire to greatness. Hashem might not want to give us everything because maybe it might harm us. Who knows? But to ask, and especially to ask for ruchnius, a person can aspire to the greatest heights. And that's what we ask for. Same b'libeinu l'havin, l'haskil, l'shmoya, l'ilmoy, l'lamed, l'ishmar, l'asos, yachadu aveinu, l'avol, ira. Everything we can ask for. The greatest achievements. We can come along and beg Hashem for it. If we don't feel we have the love, ask Hashem. Same b'libeinu pina. Ask Hashem, yachadu aveinu, l'ava. The simcha. I want to have simcha. Ich ben ayid. Ask Kadosh Baruch Hu, give us that simcha. Sabeinu mituvecha. We say on Shabbos means make us satisfied. What's satisfied? Geshmak. I have a satisfaction. From what? Mituvecha. From your good. You really know what's good, Hashem. So give me the svia, the satisfaction from your good. I think I know what's good. Hashem knows what's good. But give me that svia, that satisfaction from the good. What a person can accomplish. And just said also yesterday, Tisha B'Av, Radon. The guy, mass murderer. Look at the numbers from the Chazal. He massacred 3 million people. And it wasn't with guns, talking over in those days. And then he sees, at the end, when he massacred the 900,000 people on the blood of Zechariah, and he realized, he says, if that's the punishment that comes to Jewish people for killing one person, Navi, Kohen, Zechariah, what's going to happen to me for doing all this? So what's he going to do now? Where can he run? Where it says he ran, became a ger. I think they had pictures in those days. Didn't know who he was when he came to the desert. Like, where's he run? He runs to Hashem. He runs to Hashem. He just did mass murder. Even that, 3 million Yidden. We can't grasp the numbers. And nevertheless, such evil, and he can still run. He runs to Hashem. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the place. A person feels as despondent, as despairing he can be, as whatever he might perceive himself as his evil. There's no such thing. You run to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he can give us, and Gersh and his guy can cut and the ger becomes a ger, but imagine what it means for a yid too if he runs to Hashem. Just like Reb Chaim Zonderfeld, I believe it was, he used to run to the mikveh. Any opportunity. They asked him, Rebbe, what's going on? Why are you running to the mikveh? He said, if a guy can go to a mikveh and come out a yid, ger comes out from mikveh, a Jew. Can you imagine when a Jew goes to the mikveh, but he can come out? So, if it was Radon, a guy can be Gersh in his Geyer, imagine a Yid in his Geyer. Means a Yid gets the understanding, and he wants to also come Takas Kanfei Ashkina, which he perceives maybe he wasn't up to the par. So the guy is Kekot Shadoiladam, a Yid certainly can have that elevation of having that greatness of the achievement, what a person can accomplish. The sky's the limit, as they say, what we can accomplish. We can come to Bayna Shalaylam, Mispalo for the Gevaldigi Yeshuas, and Klal Yisrael, in these Yomim of Shivat Adachemta now, we should have taken the Chamas of God's Klal Yisrael.
for us, Jerry Rosenberg. Say the name.
Schus Yosef Tzvi ben Rachel, seine Frühschleim, Sech Shech Israel.